Hey y'all, and welcome back to Finance Facts. Our vocabulary word of the day is 401k. 401ks can be really confusing, so we're going to bring a friend in to help. This is Mia, and Mia just started a new job that she's really excited about. Some jobs can offer a lot of benefits, like maybe medical, vision, or dental insurance, tuition reimbursement, and a lot of employers offer 401k accounts. See, when Mia gets older and it's time for her to retire, Social Security probably won't be enough to cover all of her expenses. Mia's 401k will help make sure that she'll have enough money to survive and do all the fun things she wants to do during retirement. So, every time Mia gets paid, a portion of her check is put into her 401k to help her save. Some companies even offer something called a match, where they will match the funds you put into your 401k up to a certain amount. This pay period, Mia is putting 4% of her check into her 401k. And since her company doesn't match, they're going to add the same amount to her account too. It's like free money. Isn't that cool? 401ks come with some important decisions to make too, including choosing between if you want to have a traditional 401k, where you pay taxes later in life when you use the money, or a Roth 401k where you pay the taxes now before you save the money. Mia's going to call the HR department at her job to make sure she understands how taxes will affect her 401k. And since 401ks can have a big impact on your taxes, Mia's actually going to reach out to her tax preparer too, just to make sure that she's making the right decisions. And since the cost of living rises every year, Mia wants to make sure that the funds in her 401k are invested in different stocks and mutual funds, just to make sure the funds will grow so that she'll have a lot more money when it's time to retire. Since Mia works for a computer software company, not everyone there knows a lot about investments, and that's okay. The actual funds in Mia's 401k are held by an investment company, and they actually have resources to help her make sure that the funds are invested correctly based on her age and when she needs to retire. Isn't that cool too? Here's some other important things to remember about 401ks. You're not allowed to take the money out of your 401k and start spending it until you're 59 and a half. And while you can try to take it out sooner, you may have to pay taxes and fees called penalties. This is the case for traditional 401ks, but remember, traditional and Roth 401ks are different. There are also limits to how much you can contribute to your 401k in a year. You can also borrow against your 401k. Just because you can't take the money out doesn't mean you can't put it to work. Taking out a loan against your 401k could help cover home repairs or a random expense. Also remember, there may be fees for your 401k. The investment company that's holding the account, well, you know they have to get their share too, right? And last but not least, you can roll over your 401k if you leave your job. You might not be able to take the matched funds with you. It depends on the company. But any funds that you've contributed to your 401k, if you leave your job, you can take the funds with you when you leave. Mia's 401k isn't her only investment account, but it is an important one. And hopefully, between her 401k, Social Security, and some of her other investments, when it comes time to retire, Mia will be living large. Well, that's all the time we have, guys. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram before you go. Later, y'all.